81 lakh rupees. That's the highest package that SP Jain has gotten. More than 33 lakh rupees as CTC is the median package. These are two statistics which tell that the college is going in the right direction. Welcome to the placement report of SP Jain. Let me quickly take you through what the specific insights are, because always you can refer to these things on the web. This is the press release that they have done, in which it says that number of participants in the batch were 292. 33 lakh is the average salary, median salary is 31 lakh, which means more or less average and medium is fine. That means the person who has gotten the highest salary, maybe that guy is one person, or very few people might have gotten that kind of a salary, but more or less it is reeling somewhere in this range, which is actually a healthy salary range for a good college like SP Jain. Interesting thing is that around 40 to 50% of the people here in the SP Jain receive PPO. So just half of the people are basically sitting for the final placement process. Again, another healthy feature of a grade B school. The thing that I really want to take your attention to is, and this is something that you must know, there are two placement cycles. One is the internship placement, one is the final placement, which is the same for every single college. But as far as internship goes, in SP Jain, there used to be, I'll show you the other one, but there used to be two types of placement processes. One was the autumn internship and the other one was summer internship. They used to go for the autumn internship, while rest of the industry, while rest of the colleges would go for the summer internship. It only is dependent on the timeline. So if you can see that the tentative hiring week is somewhere around mid-July of any given year, and here the tentative hiring week is October, which means 6 months before any other college. But they thought that maybe let's go by the industry standards and the standards that all the B schools have set. In fact, in the IMS also, autumn internship doesn't happen. So they also have now started summer internship, not the autumn internship. So autumn internship will be the last one this time. So the current class of 2023 to 2025, which means those who will now graduate in 2025, they will see the last autumn internship. So that is done basically. And for the subsequent class, which means those who started from 2024, there will be summer internship. So every single thing is now aligned according to the industry standards. Here's a quick tentative timeline. It's tentative, generally it remains the same, but plus minus a couple of days. So the summer internship for class 2024 to 2026, that is something which is going to happen in April to May 2025, which is of 2 months. And the average stipend that we have seen for the internship is somewhere around 3.5 lakh, which is good. 3.5 lakh for 2 months is actually quite good. It's even more than a couple of IMs as well. So that also shows a healthy relationship that the college has with the industry. And there is a significant involvement of alumni in the entire placement process. So that's why I always say that go for a college that has a significant, strong and huge alumni base. As far as final placement is concerned, this happens somewhere around November 2025, and the joining is of course May 1st, and that's where you conclude your entire lecture series. Coming back to the press report that they have done, I want to show you a couple of things. One thing is that the maximum number of placements that have happened in consulting and BFSI sector, which is a trend that we have seen across all the top B schools. Consulting, BFSI, then you have your tech. So when I say tech, then it is about either fintech or it could be the product management as well. But these have been the top recruiting sector. And anyway, even though the market conditions are slightly less conducive, I mean, I really think that that might not be the case. Definitely, the global conditions are slightly less conducive because of significant geopolitical strain that is there among various countries nowadays. Whether it is in the direct conflict format or an indirect conflict format, but the brunt within the Indian sector, as far as the top B schools are concerned, is not seen as much, which is reflected from the placement reports. So, and these are the sectors which are quickly emerging. So that is something which you can also aim for. Those of you who are thinking about making a career in this kind of a stream, your future is well set. The other interesting thing here is this one, in which they have maintained that the annual salary, which is the CTC, is similar to the last year at 33 lakh per annum, which is something I talked about in the beginning. But here, interesting thing is that when things do not change, then it can be seen as a bit of slowdown in the market. But when things do not decrease also, when they don't go worse, then it can be seen as a sign of stability also. So I would like to just alleviate a couple of fears related to what the placement scenario might be like. It seems absolutely fine. There might be a couple of things here and there. Of course, the organizations that are more, diverse within the world and are part of those countries where there is a conflict going on, then of course there might be some strain, but otherwise it should not be the case. India anyway offers good manpower and significant place to grow the business. So all these companies, I think, are absolutely fearless as far as hiring from India and doing their business in India. So SP Jain Placement Report shows quite interesting set of statistics, quite healthy. The organizations are also one of the world's best organizations, which means that all the alumni are really giving their best to ensure that the placement happens properly. Here's a quick highlight. There were 72 participating companies, which means if there were a total of 240 participants and 110 placement offers, so more or less 7 threes are 21, close to 3 to 4 offers per participating company might have given. Now that's a bit of a farce kind of an understanding, but just to give you a perspective, of course there are some organizations which give more number of roles and there are some organizations which give fewer roles. So that's all from my side as far as the SP Jain placement report is concerned. This is a representative list of recruiting companies for autumn 2023, and we do wish to see and we do expect to see most of them coming in the final placements and of course in the subsequent placement cycle as well. So keep preparing for your CAT examination, because eventually you also going to be one of those who will be taking a job from here. All the best.